I want to open it to some questions from the audience.
Sorry?
Is he still traveling with Anna?
That's, I've got a bad news for you because Albert decided to break his relationship. Yeah. That's, you know, love happens and they are still friends too. But, you know, it's Albert, you know.
Thank you. It's just a totally beautiful movie. I was wondering how you came into the movie and followed. It seemed like, when he, especially when he was alone, he was filming himself and doing whatever he was doing, and the quality of the film was still so exceptional. I wondered technically how much help did he have? It just seemed beyond my imagination that he could do all this. Were you there with him the whole time, or just some of the time?
No, when we convinced Albert, it's a fun story if you let me explain it. When we discovered Albert, reading the newspaper, in a brief story, he was talking about a little Catalan boy which was in these years, I think was 15 years old only. It was traveling around without money and in a wheelchair. So we contacted Albert and we said, hey Albert, we should want to make something like with your life. We don't know what, we don't know if we want to make a movie or a book or whatever, but we have the need to show your story to the world. And he said, okay, but that's fun. I would like to make it, but 2 other production companies has contacted me, and I said yes to them, so I'm sorry. And we said, okay, Albert, so go with them because we have not any money. So it's better for you to sign the contract with another because we can offer you nothing. We have nothing. And then he was like this, thinking and saying, okay, I travel around the world without money, you have no money, so I sign with you because that's a connection. That's the first time we convinced Albert. And then I decided that it's impossible to conceive this movie if a camera crew or a director is traveling with Albert, because we are talking about this is for real, this is real. If I think that if I decide to a camera crew film Albert, yeah, I think audience will think that it's not a documentary, it's a fake mockumentary. They think, okay, this guy is telling me he's sleeping in the park, but of course they go to an hotel. So what we have to practice out. We have been more or less 2 years in terms of teach Albert and Anna how to use a camera. Of course, they are teenagers. All the teenagers in the world knows how to use a camera, how to shoot with a cell phone, with anything. But I have to teach them in terms of cinema. What doesn't mean a close-up, what means a open shot, what, you know. And it was 2 years of practice. And when Albert is practicing, for example, if maybe one of us decides to practice this film experience, I have a camera and I make a short trip maybe to Jersey or maybe to Boston, which is more or less is close from here. But Albert is Albert, and he decided to practice this camera style going from Barcelona to Japan. It's more or less like, I don't know, maybe from here to LA, or I don't know, the distance is, yeah, yes, it's great, it's big. So that's the way we shot the movie. Then Albert and me and Anna was constantly in contact, Skyping, by Facebook and WhatsApp. He always sends me the material online, you know, I'm watching the material and I go directing in distance. It's a day-to-day work. Yeah, I say, Albert, I need more romance, which he hates romance. And I need romance, it's a love story, so I need more images of that. I need more scenes of, you know, it was very complicated because you are directing, a director always directs his actors, but you are in a set, you know, and when you are not in the set and your actors are hundreds of miles away, it's difficult. And you find you cannot control what you want to find in your way. but I think it's okay, and that's a praise for Anna, not for Albert, because if you see the movie, if you watch the movie, when Anna decided to go back to Barcelona, it was, I think, 2 months, this period with Albert alone, and the guy sent me, I think, 2 hours of footage in 2 months. Only 2 hours. It's crazy for me in order to edit the movie, because he only decided to shoot 2 hours. So Albert's footage style was, hi, I'm in a village in China, everything is full of snow, and it's so wonderful here. Tomorrow I will film the village and you will freak out with all the architecture here. And there's a cut, and then you have three weeks after that, and you are not in China, you are in, I don't know, in Mongolia. So what happened here? I can edit the movie, man. You have to shoot, and I think it's Anna's credit, because without Anna, I have no movie at all.
Well, I have to say, it's edited absolutely brilliantly, both with creating the stories that go beyond the trip, of course, and throughout using the home footage, which will be my last question to you. That home footage is also priceless and grows throughout, and the use of the family to tell the story. It's also spread out throughout the film to really learn about his background. The home footage that his father took, why was his father so obsessed with shooting?
Well, when I discovered all the film footage of the father, it was, yeah, that's a treasure. You know, it's one of the things we call the magic of the movies. You know that you've got something special, but it's a dramatic thing, because I don't know what is your feeling with this film footage, but what I see there, when I was there, is a father who is filming absolutely everything, every day of his son, and I think that's the reason. If you see all the material you are watching, what you are not watching is a special days. You are not a birthday or a Christmas day. You are watching Albert watching his teeth, Albert singing, or Albert jumping, Albert doing what boys do. And I think I never talked about this with his father, but I think that father had the need to film every day, every single detail of Albert's life, because he thought that Albert is gonna die. So he wanted to keep Albert, and I discovered that watching the movie, because it's not the first step of your son. It's not a special day. It's not a birthday. It's little moments, and I think that it was the last resort of the father to keep Albert alive, is to have it in a videotape.
Thank you for such a beautiful thing. Thank you for being here.